build things for the creative process. So we look at technology as a way and as a tool to expand creativity, to sort of take that creative intent that comes from filmmakers, that comes from our artists that work in the building and at Imageworks, to basically do things that really, really adhere to what the creative needs. One of the things that we did is we actually said that we want to change the way that we work in our layout department. And so over a couple of years, we built, inside of Unreal Engine, we built a new platform that allows us, and this was a partnership between Sony Pictures Animation and Sony Pictures Imageworks, of really giving filmmakers a platform, a place where they could play, a place where they could develop their ideas very early on in the process, that storytelling time when they're just trying to figure out things on their film. And not only from a performance point of view, but from a camera point of view, the environment, but also lighting. And I think that the main thing with that is that we looked at what we were doing before, and we said it just doesn't work, it just doesn't hold up. So by going through the Unreal Engine, we were actually using the visualization capabilities of that as a game engine to work in real time. And so we immediately saw the ability to make concert lights and then be able to share them downstream. We built a pipeline to do that.
For instance, working in Unreal in layout, right? This is our new difference. We have a next-gen pipeline. So we started working differently there. It gave us some freedom to make some decisions early that we could also then go back to and adjust. Our pipeline allowed for that a lot more than what it would have in the past. We could work more multi-leveled than A plus B equals C, next. A plus B equals C, next. So to me, that was a big part of how we worked differently on K-pop for that.
It wasn't the traditional pipeline of workflow where here's a sequence issued, start chasing finals, move on to the next one. It was very non-linear. It was more of a sandbox. It was extra tricky about trying to balance all of these aesthetics. We're very photographic, heightened photography, like glamour photography and dramatic photography, long lenses and like big blooms of soft bokeh, salad up the field. And those two things are mission critical from this movie having the right tone. Additionally, we wanted this incredibly wild range of expressions, so trying to figure out how to do that with one sculpture of mesh of a face, that became like just too limiting. So we started thinking outside the box, and we built this whole system we called the Chibi face, which is basically a network of interchangeable face features with like hidden layers of meshes that hide and reveal each other. So animators could choose per moment, per expression, whether the character had a nose, a mouth, one eye, two eyes, and they're replacing it with a shape language we're more used to in anime.
One of the things that excites me the most is that I think more than ever, I think there are, people have said this for years, but I don't think there's any boundaries relative to the types of things that we can do. And so once you sort of break down those boundaries, you get filmmakers that are going to come together and say, well, we've never made this type of movie.
The way I try and keep it simple is I think there's only one boss in the whole movie, and that is the movie itself.